New recommendation throws out hard caps on dosages for drugs like OxyContin and morphine. A CDC official says the move builds in flexibility so that there's not a one-size-fits-all approach. The agency is still telling doctors they should first try non-opioid options like over-the-counter painkillers and physical therapy. It's the first time health officials have updated the guidance in 6 years. That's when they set ceilings for opioid dosages. Since then, the studies have shown that more doctors have been prescribing fewer opioids, and deaths from prescription opioids have dropped initially. But according to the most recent CDC data, they're now climbing. More than 16,000 people died in 2020 of prescription opioids. That's a 16% jump from the year before. Today's announcement comes after years of backlash from people suffering from chronic pain. CNBC's Valerie Castro here with that. Val, this is a shift.
And some doctors say it's overdue, Shep. The guidelines set in 2016 were meant to reverse the trend on an out-of-control opioid addiction epidemic. But for some patients who suffer from chronic pain, the guidelines had unintended consequences. A survey conducted 1 year later found that 84% of the more than 3,000 people surveyed said they had more pain and worse quality of life. 42% said they had considered suicide because their pain was poorly treated, and 22% were hoarding their medication because of uncertainty over future access. Dr. Mira Kirpaker, a pain management specialist, says some of the patients resorted to extreme measures.
That did lead to patients being turned away from the regular prescriptions that they had been getting for decades, and ending up sort of either having to turn to unfortunate means to be able to get medications, or kind of ending up in rehab situations like that, rather than sort of being safely tapered off.
The new proposed guidelines will give doctors more freedom to use their best judgment and create individualized care. They also recommend trying non-opioid treatments, pain medication like ibuprofen, and therapies like yoga and acupuncture. I spoke with one of the doctors who advised the CDC on the revision today, Dr. Jean-Marie Perron. She says opioids are still effective, but can and should be used with other therapies to help limit the amount people use.
I think the ultimate goal is to provide safe pain relief and sufficient pain relief while continuing to improve the culture around the concept that people may have some pain, and that, that we're not supposed to go from 10 to 0, that 5 might be a pain threshold that patients can continue to do their daily activities and be functional.
Right now, this is still a proposal. The CDC is accepting public comment on the plan for the next 60 days, and Shep, a final version could be issued by the end of this year.
All right. Valerie Castro, thank you.